All right, all right. Hello,
Oh my
hello.
God. Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm.
Chad, how are we doing today?
Calm down.
Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. It's so good to see you guys. Hello, hello. All right. We are here. I think we're ready for the most part. Welcome, welcome. Finch, thank you so much for the 6 months. Holy moly. I love it. It's so good to see you in. So good to see you back in here as well. We got Virgo in here as well. Hello, hello. We got we made it to the end of the week, guys. We did. It's been a long week. I don't know about you guys, but we made it. We got Ali. Welcome back. Good to see you. Long time no see indeed. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully your summer's treating you well. It's so good to see you in here again. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Honestly, welcome back. I had attempted to do a stream on, I think we were going to do one on Wednesday. Just got tied up with work and stuff. It's just the unpredictability of things, but we're not going to focus too much on that. We are here now. I saw a little bit of I found a crumb on my desk. Don't even know where that came from because I don't even eat on my desk, and so that sent me into a flurry of anxious thoughts. And I almost right when we started stream, I almost had a moment where I just decided to take everything off. You ever have moments where you just feel like there's too much stuff on your desk, but there's no way to move anything because everything is important and everything is super vital, and so you're kind of stuck with just this cluster of things? That's kind of the point that we're at. It's kind of the point that we're at. So I got a little bin to help me keep some of these little things, just random things that I can't seem to find any other place for them. Hopefully that helps to organize my brain, at least, even if just for a little bit. Anyway, the cats had a house party. I hope they had a good time. Yeah, summer school just ended, so I finally have time to chill. Oh, how was summer school? Hopefully it was oh man, hopefully it was okay. It's hard to believe that summer is like almost over. I mean, that's kind of a difficult reality to come to terms with. It feels like just yesterday we were starting summer and now it's almost over. And I don't know what to think about that. That is that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Truly, truly. But it's amazing how fast this year has been going, and how fast it feels like it's already almost over. Kind of bananas. We are in full swing. It's funny. There was a time where, our discussions of Spooktober were just a mere fantasy. And now I actually have to plan it. I actually have to plan it and come up with ideas and start looking for decorations, because I would like to decorate this whole backspace with like some cobwebs and maybe some Halloween themed lighting. Maybe if I can find like some orange lights to dangle around or something like that. I don't know. I have some big hopes, and I'd like to start sooner than later because, Halloween season, the spooky season, it goes by in the blink of an eye. And so I'm hopeful that like this weekend, I would actually like to hopefully find some time to go and grab some Halloween themed things. But we'll see. It was grueling, but I crushed it 4.0. There we go. Are you serious? Holy moly, we got to throw some hype in there for you. Holy moly. Ali, it's good to have you back in here. I'm so happy to hear that you crushed it this summer, and I mean that's good stuff. Truly, truly. Truly, truly. If there's one thing that we know how to do in this community, it's celebrate each other. I see the way you all support each other in the Discord and during the streams, and you know it does bring it brings a little bit of a tear to my eye. You know, I will say that. You know, it's really for me like it's the whole reason we started streaming and why we got back into it after thinking that maybe it just wasn't for us, and we just, you know, we got back into it because we wanted so badly to create that atmosphere and to create that, at least just be like a median or a medium. Is it medium? Median. Medium. I think it's medium. We want it to be a medium, you know, kind of a third place. I used to have third places like that. We talk about third places all the time here. It's like a thing now. I talk about my time sitting on the floor at Barnes & Noble, reading the latest fantasy novel or manga, because it was just like, they had AC in there, and they had a little bakery, and I get myself a little cupcake, and I would sit on the floor and I read my books, and it was nice. It was nice. It was in those moments you don't realize how simple life was. You know, life has since then gotten far more complicated, almost too complicated. But I say all that to say we just wanted to create a space in which people could connect and support each other and be there for each other. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing. You don't have to, you know, I guess in a way you don't have to know people IRL to feel like you have support and that you have friends and you have community. You know, it's the beautiful thing about the internet. You know, it is meaty. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Yeah. Anyway, you know, I love to get on tangents. Autumn's coming though. I'm very excited. I'm so excited for autumn, chat. I'm so excited. I think more than anything, I'm excited for cooler weather. You know, I'm excited for like much of my wardrobe is hoodies. You know, hoodies, like I have evolved. it's hoodies, you know, a cozy pair of loose pants like slacks or some sort of khakis that flow, because I love flowy pants. I'm in a, you know, any Swifties in there, I'm in my flowy era, as they say. I love a good pair of just relaxed pants, and probably my same loafers. I don't have to worry about tying my shoes. They look classy, you know, and it's good. But again, much of my wardrobe consists of hoodies. Like it's like half my closet are hoodies that I've collected, hoodies that I enjoy, hoodies that provide a different feeling. You know, you got to have a hoodie for every scenario. You know, you got your couch hoodie, you got your outdoors hoodie, you got your going out hoodie, you got your toilet hoodie, your bathroom hoodie, your post shower hoodie. There's a lot of hoodies. Your pre-bedtime hoodie, your bedtime hoodie, post-bedtime, early morning hoodie. You have to have a hoodie for everything. This is just the way. This is the way. And some people, if you're lucky, you just have one hoodie, and that hoodie fulfills any scenario, any request. I've yet to find such a hoodie. And so, you know, that's why I have a variety of hoodies. And some fit different than the other ones. So some are like really loose, but some you had for a while, and like you got them in a certain size, and for some reason that size has shrank through many washes and a couple dries, and now you have to get all new hoodies. Hoodies are life. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Right? Hope, happy Friday. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you've had a great week. Congrats to everybody in chat as well for making it through another week. I don't know if it's just me. This week felt longer than most, but we did it, you know? And that's, I would say outside of Sundays, I love Sundays. It's our cozy time together. You know, some of you crochet, some of you do a little knitting, some of you do some reading. I love hearing what you all are getting into while the streams are happening. Some are cleaning, some are running some errands, some are just relaxing with a cup of coffee or tea. And Sunday it's our cozy time. You know, it's our cozy time to do whatever you need to feel cozy. It is your excuse for a little self-love. It's why we kind of started that whole thing, and you know, as an excuse to play Stardew, which is a big part of that reason. It's a big part of that reason. But Friday is, I would say, is my second favorite day to stream. It's a day of celebration. We made it to the end of a long week, and now we get to revel in that. And I think that brings a certain level of joy. Truly, truly. So congrats to you for making it through another week. Hopefully you guys have any, I don't know if anybody has any big plans this weekend, or, you know, any plans to do anything fun. I do not have any plans. We will probably be streaming all weekend, which is great. If hopefully we have some time to do a little bit of an early stream tomorrow, and then of course we stream on Sunday. And so, yeah, I mean, I've been craving getting back into Stardew. If you guys have been keeping up with our YouTube side, we have been hard at work on the beach farm, and it's so funny. There was a time, chat, where I thought that running 2 farms at the same time as a new player was crazy. And I think even now I think about it sometimes, and it still feels crazy. It's definitely crazy. However, it's so fun to like look at where we've come on the beach farm, and like look at where we are on the forest farm. And it's so funny. It feels like Severance in a way. Like the way that those 2 farms are so different from each other. The milestones that we've hit on the forest farm, the milestones that we've hit on the beach farm, they happen at different times. There's things I've discovered on the beach farm that even now, like, we've not discovered on the forest farm, and vice versa. I also forget a lot of things. I didn't realize that Stardew has so much nuance to it. And so, like, there are so many things that you all have probably told me 1,000 times that I just can't remember. Like, it's so funny. Certain things simply do not stick in my brain. And I don't know if I hope I'm not the only one that sort of thing happens to, but there are a lot of things that I could be told 12 times, 100 times, and for some reason I just won't remember it. I've been gifted fried ravioli. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. What games have we been into lately? I feel like I've missed so much. We've been on the Stardew grind. We've been heavy on the Stardew grind. We're still in year 2. And so I think probably by Sunday, by end of stream on Sunday, we probably will finish year 2. I think we're halfway through winter. And so we're getting pretty close. Since then we've played a couple of fun little one-off games here and there. We've tried a couple games. There's a game we just started playing recently called Tiny Bookshop, in which you do in fact run a tiny bookshop. It is as cozy as it sounds. It really is. I was actually playing a little bit on my couch the other day. I was like, I just want to play Tiny Bookshop. That's all I want to do. I just want to see how far does this rabbit hole go. You know, are there other things that we can do? It does feel like there's a bit of a story there, but it's really just about the coziness of it. Selling books, buying books. What more can you want? You know, I love that game. That game's so fun. We also played another game last week, or this week, I guess. Is This Seat Taken? That was fun. Ori, we started playing Ori. We finished Ori in the Blind Forest. Definitely one of the most frustrating games I've played on stream. That was a tough one. That was a tough one to keep things cozy. It was very difficult, even for me. You know, I'm not like a pro gamer by any means, but that game really put us to the test. That game put us to the test. We died well over 100 times. I'm certain we died over it at least 100 times. That was a tough game. There were times where I would have rathered us try to make Elden Ring cozy, you know. which I feel like we would have had a better shot at than Ori. Ori had a lot of frustrating deaths. I mean, it was still a fun game, beautiful game. I loved it. I really did. But holy moly, that game, that game, Chad, that game really had me thinking about my skills as a gamer. Yeah. You were doing so well before I left. I think right when you left, yeah, I think things took a turn. But we beat it. We did beat Ori. We did beat Ori. You did great with that game. That's way too kind. I felt like I was dying so much and so often that I really just was. I was so, I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited to start Ori and the Will of the Wisp. I was hoping we'd start it today, but then I found a number of indie games. And so we're going to have a little bit of an indie-a-thon today. I came up with that name literally like an hour ago. And I said, that's it. That's the name. That's what we're going with. It's a little indie-a-thon. There's a couple indie games that I discovered while I was scrolling through my Steam wish list. And I was suggested a few games and I clicked on them and I was like, oh, that looks fun. We should try that. That looks good. And so then I just bought them. I couldn't help it, chat. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. There was one indie game that I saw that tantalized me. It is potentially being touted as the, I won't even say it. We'll leave it right there. We'll just leave it right there. So basically, there's a couple indie games that I would love for us to try. There was one that you all suggested, one that I found myself, and then one that just looks great. And so we're going to try them all. We've never played more than one or two. I guess we've never played more than 2 games in a stream. But today we're going to try 3. We're going to try 3 different indie games and then hopefully still get to Stardew. That's the plan. We're not going to spend too much time on each of these games. One of them is actually really short, like really short. And I just wanted to try it. And then the others are just kind of, we're just going to test them out a little bit. So it should be fun. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited. I won't waste any time. We'll jump into it. Oh my gosh, chat. I actually got the perfect package. I bought a little thing the other day that I didn't think it was going to arrive for like at least another week. It actually arrived like yesterday. And I said, this is going to be the perfect thing. It's one, and it's, you know what? I'll just show it to you because it is that good. It is that good. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Let me grab it. I got it, chat. I got it. Hold on. Okay. Chat. You obviously know that I'm a big fan of art. I love art. When I was a kid, I, like many of you, loved posters. I had a bunch of posters on my wall. I just love decorating things. It's always been fun to take an empty space and turn it into something that feels uniquely you. Which is why I loved games like Unpacking. What other games let us do that? Pretty much any game that we've played, Tiny Glade, any game that lets us decorate. I love games like that. I don't know why. I think there's just something really relaxing about making a space your own and doing all that sort of thing. Anyway, behind me, I have a wall full of, I guess you could call them, I don't know, illustrations of me. These are all things that I enjoy in life. I try to change them out. I think I'm going to try to change them out because I have like a dozen of these posters on my floor because I just didn't have enough wall space for them. And so I said, okay, well, every couple months I'll swap them out, or I'll move them around or change them up or whatever. Anyway, I couldn't help it. I got a new one. They're called disc plates. # not sponsored. But that would be lovely if it was. but it's not. I just saw this and I thought it would be a great way to celebrate our time together in Stardew. It would be a great way for us to highlight completing our community center. And it would also be a great way to celebrate the beginning of a new season, the beginning of fall, my favorite season. I am in no better mood than in the fall season. It's pumpkin everything, pumpkin cereal, pumpkin drinks, pumpkin burgers, pumpkin pasta, everything. Chat, actually, I don't know if it's Trader Joe's. It might be Trader Joe's. There was a store I went to a year or two ago. It might have been my local grocery store, and they had pumpkin gnocchi. Chat, stop right there. Pumpkin gnocchi. Listen, I was at the grocery store and I said, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's no, what would that even taste like? Before I knew it, it was in my cart and I was checking out and I had combined it with a pumpkin. They had a pumpkin like sauce. It was like a pumpkin marinara sauce or something like that. Or I guess it was just pumpkins, but it had the consistency of like a tomato sauce. And I got some fresh thyme and some other random spices, a little heavy cream. Listen, you want to talk about the coziest pasta I think I may have ever had. I cannot express it enough. Anyway, onto the poster. And it's like, unfortunately, it's like bent, which I don't know how you do that, but I guess they bent it somehow, which is so unfortunate, but it's okay. There's beauty in the imperfections, right? Anyway, I don't know how I could like reach out to them. And anyway, this is it. You see a chat in all its glory? You see it? You got the mail machine. You got the farm. You got the chest. It's a beautiful thing. It's got a pumpkin. It's nice. It is really nice. I don't know. I wonder if I could reach out to them because it's like bent, which is really unfortunate because I really like this one. Anyway, that's a nice piece of decor to kick off the cozy season with, right? Anyway, I'm really excited about it. I think it looks fantastic. It's just a little node. It's a little ode to our time in Stardew, and we've come so far with that game, and I feel like we've done so much with it, and this is just kind of like, this is just like a little, hey, we did that. We were here, you know? They even got the little furnaces here. They got some lightning things, or the lightning rods, a couple of chests, a little doggo. And you know how much we love pumpkins. It's just great. It really is. It's honestly fantastic. Anyway. I love it. I felt like it was the perfect way to start the fall and do that whole sort of thing, but let's see. I wish they had more though. I think the issue that I found is that they didn't have a lot of like Stardew ones, which was really unfortunate. They had like a few, but anyway, I'll figure out about that later. Anyway. We're gonna get seated I'm really happy with it. I think it looks so good. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right, chat. This is it. This is it. In my never-ending attempt to stop spending money on indie games, occasionally, consistently, I find myself in the face of a number of hidden gems. Some of those hidden gems we've experienced together, and some of them we haven't. And Short Trip is potentially being touted as potentially one of the shortest indie games I think we've ever experienced together. This game, as far as I heard, is like 5 minutes, which I don't even know how that's possible. But I'm curious to see the journey that this game will take us on in 5 minutes. But I watched like half of the trailer when it was suggested to me on Steam, and that's how I find most of my indie games, through suggestions and things. And I go and I look at it and I see, does it seem like it pulls me in? And within the first couple seconds of the trailer, I was hooked. I said, okay, I'll give it a try. And so we picked it up and we're going to try it. Previously, the shortest game that we played on the channel was a Short Hike. And that game ranged in terms of its length. You know, on average, it said that you could beat it in about 90 minutes or so, which is about how long it took us to get to the top of the mountain. I mean, that game is phenomenal. Easy to pick up, easy to consume, to digest. And you can beat it in one sitting. And the way that you beat it, you can do it in different ways every time, which I love. So, but this game apparently is even shorter. It's even shorter than that, which is wild to me. And so, without further ado, we're going to see just how short a Short Trip actually is. Now, they give us how to play. Fairly simple. You know, you move the mouse, you do the thing. Not really much in terms of options. Again, I don't think this game has a lot of like combat or anything like that. It's just more about the experience. And so let's begin. Oh, there's a classic mode. No time constraints, no worries. The original relaxing way. There's a new scored mode where every station has a scheduled arrive time. I guess we'll just go classic. I'm excited. Oh, this is us. Look at us. It's like Paper Mario. That's the only game I can think of that you played as a paper character. And so that's where I got that from, but oh. Oh, are we the conductor? Oh my gosh, we are. We can go forward. Oh, that's so sick. We're driving the train. Oh, I love it. Oh, we can pass people. Okay, so maybe that's why you can beat it in like 5 minutes. You could literally just skip everybody. What is this game? No, I love it. I love it. We just pick someone up. So I wonder if that's how you beat it in 5 minutes, though. If you just skipped past everybody and just went to the end of the station. Oh my gosh, the art style looks so good, though. Oh, what is this? Oh. When do we stop? Guess we stop here. Oh. I feel like the bus stop, it's got to be right here, right? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I thought I was supposed to pick that person up, but this is the actual stop. Okay. And then they just get in and we keep on moving. But when you look at the animation style, it's hard to imagine that there wasn't a significant amount of work that went into creating just this simple like motion, you know, of just a train going to station. Oh, maybe they're waiting for another train. I like the animation style. It is pretty stunning. Look at that. They have like a little farmer's market. Is that it? Maybe here? Okay. I think the real challenge is trying to figure out where's like the best spot to stop, you know? Yes. Yes, hop on. Oh, we're getting good at this. We're getting good at this. When they said it's a short trip, they weren't kidding. It is. It's just it's a short trip, you know, just picking people up, just dropping them off. But there is something incredibly relaxing about this. Yes, everyone hop out. Next up. Next up. We're just moseying along. I love how there's no music. It's just the birds, the wind, and the train tracks. And us as the conductor. You know? We're just driving the train. Or I guess it's more of a trolley, right? What's the difference between a trolley and a train? Is it the train tracks? Is it the speed? The location? I think a trolley is typically above ground, whereas like a train can go below ground. I don't know. I think it's up here. Okay, everyone hop out. Have a nice day. Oh, we hopped out. Which way do we go? Can we go this way? Oh, we can drive it back. No, I don't want to. How do I? Are we going back? How do I get off? Oh, there's a bell. I think I messed up. Wait, was that what we're supposed to do? Was I supposed to get on and just drive it back? I thought I was going to walk home or something. I think this will be a trolley. That's what I thought. It only took me 20 minutes to get to that conclusion. Look at us. Driving along. Nothing to see here. Okay, so I think that's what we're supposed to do. However, I'm now wondering what would have happened if we went to the right. Like, would we have been stopped, or could we have kept on going? Yes, everyone hop out. And they're all cats too, I think. Ah, I love it. Oh, and they're usually smaller in just one car, and they go short distances. Oh, maybe that's why it's called a short trip. I love the little fruit trees too. Oh, it's adorable. They are cats. Oh, this game's now, it's a 10 out of 10, chat. It's a 10 out of 10. We're just picking up and dropping off cats. What more do you want? It's so easy. Oh, we got a full car. We got a full car. It's a full house. I like the train sounds. It is really nice. I think this is a great way to start your weekend, you know? Going into your weekend, you just... All right, here we go. Is the seat taken but vibes? Yeah, minus the frustration of trying to put people in the right seat. There we go. Have a great day. Okay, we'll see you later. Hop in. All right, everyone, buckle your seatbelts. The train is taking off. The trolley. The trolley. Look at us. Okay, have a great day. Bye. All right. So is that all we do? I feel like if I go the other way, it's going to make me go into the train again. Is that it? What do I do? Wait, hold on. Let's see. If I go this way, is it gonna force me into the train? Oh my gosh, it does. It does. Wait, so are there no credits? Is there no like into this game? You do this forever? Or now I wonder if I should have gone the other direction, if there was like a house or something that I could go to and that would actually end the run. Now what I want to know is what would happen if I took this train and did not stop for anyone. We just kept on moving. Now I know ethically this seems like this is a morally terrible thing to do. People are waiting for the bus. They're waiting for the trolley, and you're just passing them by. Consider this a runaway train of sorts. Now, it's still cozy, you know? But I just want to know if this was something that could be an option. And if you booted up this game, if you could just ride the trolley to the end, and then that's it. You just log out, you know? It is really peaceful though. Just taking the trolley, not stopping is peaceful. Wow, so we actually took this train pretty far. Yeah, it looks hand-drawn. It's actually stunning. It looks like this is just like a comic strip come to life, which is quite impressive. For some reason, it just kind of like slowed down. Okay. All right, so then we can get out. We were testing whether or not we could go in this direction, and it would appear that we could have. I just don't know if anything's here. It doesn't seem like there's anything here. You just stare out into the end of emptiness. I saw it described as an interactive illustration. All right. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about credits or anything. And if this truly is the end, because we wrote it down and back twice now. So we came down, we wrote it back, and then we wrote it back this way again. And so I guess I could see why the average playtime for this game was around 5 minutes. And an interactive illustration is a I would say a very accurate, you know, depiction of what this game is. But this was so, I don't even know how to describe this experience outside of cathartic in a way. It's ethereal in its presentation of like the game. You almost in some way create your own story for this character as you know, go from stop to stop. I mean, you could get really deep and existential if you want. You could also keep it subtle and nuanced as well. But man, apparently there's a schedule mode where you get points for making the train arrive on schedule. But otherwise, yeah, it's just driving the trolley back and forth to pick up the kitties and drop them off. I love it. I didn't even realize there were cats in this game, which actually made me love it more. I love how simple it is. This may have potentially been the simplest game, the most like subtle game I've ever played. I'm trying to think of if there's ever been another game that I played that was simple. I would say there was a bike game. It was like a dirt bike game. You played as like a stick character. We used to play that a lot in high school when we were trying to pass time in math class. But no, this is something else entirely. Like all you hear while you play this game is the sound of the train tracks, the kitties as you pick them up and drop them off, you know, and the sound of birds and the wind. And I don't know what we're hearing now. It sounds like this potentially could be the ocean, or it could just be wind. But I love the animation style. I mean, I feel like we've gotten very lucky recently in terms of the games we've been playing with just absolutely unreal animation. I still think about Greece and Neva. We played this game called Hoa recently, which was incredibly beautiful. Ori has its own stunning level of beauty in terms of just this like painting like graphics. And then you have this where every inch, every tree, every structure feels hand painted, hand drawn, and it's incredible. It's incredible. The game makes me want to watch Little Bear. Oh, who remembers Little Bear? Easily my favorite show growing up. Little Bear, obviously Blue's Clues. You can't forget about Blue's Clues. But I would say this game, yeah, it takes you to a more like infant stage in a way. It doesn't ask a lot of you in a world that is constantly pulling us in all these different directions. It's just a game that is, and it's very good at what it does, at just being, you know. It's impressive. It's impressive. I loved it. I mean, I think the kitties added a lot of value, but I'd give this game a 10 out of 10, honestly. Just in terms of like, I don't know. I just feel like there's beauty in simplicity. And I feel like so often games try to do too much. And this game, it does exactly what it intends to do. It's a game in which it transports you into a world as you attempt to go from point A to point B. And that's it, you know? That's it. And we just pick them up and we take them back to their next spot. It's beautiful. Couldn't make it to the beginning of the stream. Oh, that's okay. No problem. Knowing it was all hand drawn by one guy over the span of 5 years. Makes it even more enjoyable. Wow, 5 years. Can you imagine spending 5 years on anything? I mean, I genuinely feel like this game deserves more love. I mean, I had never heard about it from anyone. I just happened to stumble upon it. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. I was tabbed out. I was like, why won't the train stop and go backwards? Anyway. Anyway, that is a short trip. And it did live up to its name. It is most certainly, oh my gosh, this game was hand drawn over 5 years with a pencil or two. I hope you enjoyed it. That was cool. That was cool. I loved that. That was a fun game. Okay. Okay. Let us pick up the next game. This is fun. I love kind of like an indie. It's like an indie blitz in a way. You know, we're just kind of like, hey, these are some games I thought were really interesting and I wanted to share them. And so let's see. Let me actually, I guess I should change the category. I mean, I think games and demos is great because it's just kind of like, you know, I don't know how long we're going to be in any of these games in particular. Okay. All right, chat. I don't know if any of you have played this game, but I believe it just came out not too long ago. And it's one that, as someone that enjoys decorating quite a bit, I love decorating. This game felt like the perfect game to get introduced and to kind of warm up to the fall season. And it is a game called Make Room. When I saw the first trailer for this, it felt very much like what I enjoyed doing in games like unpacking and, you know, stuff like that. And so, but presenting us with like a little bit of an even cozier feel. And there's a game that we've played a while back called Kind Words, in which you play as a character that sends kind words to these other characters. But basically what I relate this game to is like having this like tiny little space. However, in this game, you get to decorate that tiny space and make it your own. And so we'll play a short tutorial. Welcome. I'm going to teach you how to decorate rooms and make room. You can select objects by clicking on them. Click on the sofa to remove it and get started. Oh, nice. On the left, you will find categories with furniture. Find the table category and place it in the room. Oh, so you have all these categories over here. Okay. Oh, you have different tables. Oh, I like it. Wait, maybe we'll go with like a tablecloth. There we go. You can change the color of any object. Select the table and change the color. Oh. Oh, so we could change like the lining. Make it a little more, maybe make it a little more festive. We could change the table legs. Oh, I kind of like that. And then we can even change the top too. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I love it. Okay. We can even resize it. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh, we can make it bigger. We can make it like a little tiny table. Wow, you could make it almost microscopic, which is kind of insane. Those are the basics of decorating. You can also pick the floor or walls to change properties. Try changing the background color of the scene by clicking the color. Oh. Oh, we could do fall themed. Wait, hold on a second. Okay. Oh, I kind of like that color combination. Oh, we can even change the style. We can give it bricks. We can give it all these little things. Oh, that's cool. And they have all these different ones too. Oh, that's sick. Okay. Oh, they have a lot of different types. Okay. So those are the basics. Try changing the background color of the scene by clicking the, what is it? The background color? Oh. Oh, sick. It's kind of a relaxing color. You could go for, wow. I like the customization and the options that you have here. Maybe you could do, I kind of like this one. I think it was like this one. Yeah, that was good. Okay. So now we can return to the menu. Well, or I guess, I mean, you could continue to work on this one. I just want to see what would happen if we go to the menu. We can open request sandbox. Oh, you can choose a diorama. You can choose a room, a camper, or a garden. Okay, so I guess we'll do one of each. There's requests too. There's Vampire's Welcome, Garage to Home Cinema, Gamer Room, Art Studio, a camper renovation, meditation space, spy headquarters, a cat paradise, moving troubles, reading nook, and a garden retreat. Oh, that's cool. Obviously, you know which one we got to do. We got to try cat paradise. Our goal is to turn this room into a cat paradise. First, let's find a comfy couch for the cats. So, is there like one for couches? I'm assuming it's this one, sofas and well, maybe we could do something like this. How about adding some shelves on the wall for the cats to jump on? Okay, we can add some shelving. Well, these are cabinets. Oh, we can even search. Oh, here we go. That's pretty cool. Wait, so were those not the shelves that we were supposed to add? Maybe it's this one. Oh, that's fireplaces. They have pets, tables, windows, construction. Oh, you can even change it for, oh, you can make it, oh, you can change the different themes. Oh, you can change the outside depending on what, I guess, theme you want it to look like. You can change the, I guess this is time of day, but it looks like it changes the color. Oh, you can even add sound effects. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, we got to go with the rain, right? We got to go with the rain. Okay. Now, where are these shelves at? It's supposed to be this? Definitely not. It says 0 5 shelves. These are like little cubbies. Definitely not these. I did put shelves, but I thought I got rid of this. So we'll get rid of these. I wonder if I just put up 5, if that will solve it. Okay, we put up 5, but that did not work. Is it under pets? And they got yarn and cat towers. Oh, we can even put a cat in here. Oh, I love it. Now it's like, try adding some shelves on the wall. These are all boxes and other random things. It has to be here though, right? I mean, chairs. We've got fireplaces, lamps and things. Other random items. Wooly, how are we doing today? Can we design the kitty? Hold on. We can. We can. Okay, oh, this just changes the cat's eyes. But this changes, like, the rest of the fur. We have a yellow cat. We have a green cat. Ooh. Oh, I love it. I love it. I can't seem to find the shelves, but at least we could find that, you know? We tried electronics. We tried doors, desks, lamps and fans, kitchen appliances. Yeah, no shelves in there either. Maybe construction? Nah. Stairs and things of that sort. Wall decorations? Oh no, those are just decorations and photos and curtains and maybe these? There we go. There we go. I'm just gonna make it look super basic. There we go. Would it be possible to add a table for them to hide under? Oh, we can do that. We've got some tables here. Well, oh, there we go. Little table here. Now let's bring the cats in. There's 4 cats total. All right, so let's bring a couple cats in. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, and because of that, we unlocked new items. We got a cat tree. Oh, I love it. I thought it said there's 5 cats in total. Put a couple of them on the couch, you know, hanging out. The other ones watching guard for these ones. Oh, you can even turn them too. Okay. I love it. So it looks like once you're done with it, you can continue to like decorate it or, you know, decorate all the little components, and then you save your little diorama. You can even decorate or change the colors of the little food bowl here, which is cool. And then once you go, I guess once we go out, oh no, we were in requests. Okay, you get a little check mark. So once you've kind of, we did the tutorial, and I guess we've also done the cat paradise. And so once you do those and kind of decorate them how you want, I guess this is more or less like the story mode of the game in a way, which is really cool. But I really like how you get all these different, very different, like the game room, I feel like could be cool. A camper renovation could be cool. And I think it kind of guides you, you know, through things that it wants you to do. But I feel like you could go in, like if we went back to the cat paradise. Okay, so it like restarts you, which is very interesting. But after you're done with your paradise, you could take a picture to save it and then, you know, kind of go from there. But it looks like once you're into, okay, you can go back to the menu this way and then go back to request. That's cool though. I like that there is all these different ones that you could do. Like Vampire's Welcome, I'm sure that's interesting, and garage to home cinema. So you got to clean things up, so maybe a mop. Okay, so the mop just brings us to this area. It brings us to pretty much everything. There's got to be like a bathroom stuff, right? Maybe like a towel. I don't know if you have to. Chairs? What else would I search? Like a broom? I don't know if a broom would work. Definitely not electronics. That would be a terrible idea. Maybe kitchen appliances? No, we definitely don't want a microwave. Construction, wall decoration. I will say some of these things are a little tricky to find. At least for me, for some reason. They're like, oh, here we go. Accessories. It's gotta be a towel, right? I don't know if I have to like, you know. Maybe we don't do anything with that. Is it at the bottom of the screen next to the sound? Oh my gosh. Not me completely missing it. So we can clean up the puddles. Nice. Now grab the vacuum. Oh, so this one we can like clean up a little bit. Oh, I love that. There are still 2 cobwebs. Let's clean those up with a little duster. Okay. How about we turn this messy garage into a cozy home theater? Let's clear up the space first. Okay, so we got 7 boxes. I guess how do we clear up the space? So I just like toss them outside, or oh, I guess do we put them in this cubby? Yeah, maybe I do put them in here. We just shrink them down and then just toss them in there. Yeah, we're just going to make them all microscopic. Wait, was there something else we were supposed to do? We got the mop. We definitely can't vacuum the mop. Oh, maybe these two have to be cleared up. But it says 7 boxes. Chat, what do you think we need to do here? It says 7 boxes. We don't have any other things that we're supposed to have here. It doesn't look like it's anything to do with these. Oh, we just have to delete them. I thought there was like an actual thing we were supposed to do. How about we level up the space with a comfy couch? Okay, we can do that. Where are the couches? There we go. Got a couple interesting couches. If we're watching movies here, you gotta have the massive guy here. Yeah, no, that's beautiful. But what's a cinema without a colossal TV screen? Yeah, we'll throw one up there, make it just a tad bigger, and we'll throw it like right here in the middle. Good. Adding a bonus chair with a cozy headrest. Okay, we can do that. Cozy headrest, you say? Maybe that's not the one. Maybe something like this. I'm just gonna keep adding all the chairs until they give it to us. They got this cat one, but it says it has to have a headrest. Cozy headrest for maximum comfort. I don't see where chairs and that's interesting. Because these are the only chairs that I see. Oh, you can duplicate them too. Oh, that's cool. There's that one with a cozy headrest. Maybe I'll just search chairs. See if anything pops up. Something like this. There we go. I'm not sure what kind of chair it was looking for. It was like, oh, it has a cozy headrest. So it's a very specific kind of chair. But that's cool. I mean, it's simple. You know, it's simple in what it's asking you to do. Similarly to kind of what the game we just played. Short trip. But, you know, I think that's what I like about it. Is it's just kind of like, it's a simple, easy game. You can go into the sandbox. You can make different like things. You get like little dioramas. It kind of reminds me of like a simpler version of Tiny Glade in a way. You know, you get specific items, a variety of items that you could use, different carpets and things that we could kind of play around with. And you just kind of build your own tiny diorama. And from what I saw in the trailer, it looks like there's a lot of like customization there in terms of the things that you could build. And and the stuff you could do. But I like the idea of like having you being able to like do rooms, campers, or gardens. I think is cool. So you can those are kind of like the three standard set vibes that you can find yourself being able to explore there. But I think that's really cool. Obviously giving us a chance to like save our work. So if you have a piece that you really like, you can save and have a collection of them, which I think is great. And then of course all the requests and even custom, I guess you kind of just build your own thing. You could start with the surface and then kind of go from there. If you want to build like your own custom thing. But I like requests. Requests is definitely, I would say, a great like place to start in terms of collecting ideas and things like that. But I really enjoy it. Make room. When I saw this game, I thought to myself, this looks like a cozy game to just kind of play, have on, while you're playing or doing whatever, watching TV or whatnot. And I thought it was really interesting because I found myself really enjoying like those kinds of decorative games recently, games where you're just kind of allowed to, record, kind of build your own little space. I've enjoyed that on Stardew when we've kind of been upgrading our house and evolving that. And I've enjoyed it in a lot of different other ways as well. But the birds are so fast. They're speedy. But yeah, that's Make Room. That is Make Room. It's a fun little game. If you like decorating and you like creating things and creating your own like custom little world and building up your room, turning it into something that is uniquely yours. It's a cool little game. Cool little game. Let's see. Chat, give me 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom and I will be right back. Okay, chat. All right. Oh yeah, we really are on day 16. Hold on, let me change the... I need to improve my house ASAP. We'll just wait until this hits 100K. Did I ever buy that smoker? I don't remember. Holy moly, look at all these eggs. All right. At this point, we're just growing the collection. All right, the pineapple collection continues. The trees are still growing. Not sure why I have a big chest. I think I was going to sell it or something. Oh, look at these pawns. They look so good. Those dried pomegranates coming in clutch for us. I guess all the rest of the pineapples will hold on to. I think we're still trying to do that quest. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this in 2 weeks or, you know, in 13 days, but let alone shipping them. I guess we could just ship the ones we have. But yeah, I think I might have to, I might end up waiting for this one. I think we wanted to make more, pineapple seeds to take over to the island rather than actually doing this quest. Oh, dried coconuts actually. It seems like drying any fruits actually produce what feels like a good amount. What time of year are you in? We're still in year 2. Yeah, we're still pretty early on. Still in year 2. I'm going to put these bombs away as well. Not because I don't trust myself, but because exactly that. Let's see. All right. We got these pineapples. All right. Let's go to the island. I think we had been meaning to go there anyway. Yeah, I want to say we've been meaning to go there. Let's see, what are our relationships like? We're getting up there with some people. Oh, yeah, we were getting pretty close with Leah, Penny, Robin, even Willie, all neck and neck. I know that we don't have romantic options with all of them, but I can still believe. Yeah, he keeps wanting those 100 pieces of bones. And I'm like, never in your life, brother. Not a chance. Oh, this is why we couldn't do it. I totally forgot. We can't go to him yet. Ripperonis. That's so unfortunate. So during the night market, you essentially cannot go to the island at all in those days. How long is that night market? Okay, we still have 2 more days. Now I have to remember that. Wait, do I have the... Oh, we do. So we're going to bring Leah tea. We're going to go to the islands, and then we are also... I think that's good. I think that's good for now. I just realized we need to go to Robin's. I don't know if she's going to be there, though. You know, she doesn't like... She only works like 1 day a week. Oh, hello there. My dad and I are just testing some soil samples. Don't be shy. We could use a hand, actually. Wait, why do I always end up helping them? Could you watch this beaker for me? I'm going to grab the last batch of samples. I'll be right back. Thanks for helping out, Lamb. Mara's a good kid. She's my special little girl. I wouldn't want anything getting in the way of her bright future. Know what I mean? Just some food for thought. I don't know. What do you mean by that? Hey, sorry about that. I hope you found something to talk about while I was gone. Yeah, no, totally. I was just telling Lamb about the soil samples we're testing. No, he was not. He's such a liar. Right, Lamb? Actually, your dad was being weird. Should we do it, chat? Should we snitch on her dad? That would affect, I'm assuming, hearts with Demetrius, but who cares? I mean, it's not a lie. It's not. Huh? What did you say to her, Dad? Okay. We were talking about you, sweetie. I wanted to say a few things to Lamb about you, but I didn't want to embarrass you. I shouldn't have lied about it. Yeah, you shouldn't have, brother. That's okay, Dad. I understand. We should get back to work before these samples crystallize. Oh, you know he's mad. You know he's mad. And now I'm supposed to run in here and act like everything's cool. Hey, brother. Maybe I was a little presumptuous earlier. Sorry. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought you should be. Putting me in an uncomfortable situation like that. That's so weird. All right, let's move some buildings. So we originally had these legendary fish over here, but I actually think I want to move them to like this center area. Like have all four right here. And so, but unfortunately we need a spot in which we can put these new ones. And that's where things start to get a little difficult. All right, I'm just going to dump it right there for now. Just for a minute. Yeah, once you get the first one moved, it's like pretty easy. But once we did it, I was like, I kind of want all the legendaries to be. Chat, you didn't tell me I was in the way. I did not realize this. So we got legendary fish. We'll have another one here, and I'll put some other, I got to figure out what other fish we want to put there. All right, now let's see. So you said we need 950 wood, 500,000 gold. I totally forgot about that ridiculous request. All right, I actually want to continue to just stack our money. I want to get us to a point where it feels like we have so much money to where 150,000 gold doesn't hurt as much as it would right now. Like if we were to drop 150,000 1,000 gold right now. I mean, like, we would have to be slumming it in the mines again. You know, just trying to find any piece of gold ore that we can find to sell. And I don't know, what kind of life is that? You know? What's in here? Oh, the sturgeon are in here. Sturgeon are in there. Okay. Okay. I gotta move the sturgeon at some point. I don't know. I could move the sturgeon there. I could move the sturgeon there. We don't really have any other like major fish, you know? Not even the lingcod. I mean, maybe the super cucumber, you know? But we really don't have any like crazy selling fish. I mean, maybe I'll throw a blue discus in there just to kind of see what it would turn into, but I guess we'll do that for now. At least until I find like a better fish. What about the night market fish? Oh yeah, we do need to go and catch that. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. All right. Where do I have this winter root at? Oh, I think I was just gonna drop off the star drop tea. I didn't know where to put it. I guess we'll put it here. All right, let me drop some of these things too. You were saving the cracker for the legend? Oh, that's true. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to hold on to everything. Just it's looking a little cluttered, you know? It's looking like we have too many items. All right, we'll hold on to those things. So maybe I'll take this one out, actually. Yeah, I totally forgot about the nighttime fish. Demetrius is a character I would gladly introduce to my work, straight to the face. Oh my god. Yeah, I was never like the biggest fan of Demetrius after the whole like not understanding Robin's passion for like woodworking. I was like, brother, you just don't get it. You know? It's not just woodworking, it's a way of life. All right. Oh, I forgot I put the seeds in the other thing. Did I do? Their relationship irks me. I mean, I get it. I get it. Demetrius is, he's a handful. He's a handful, that one. Let me collect some hardwood as well while we're here. You know, if there's one thing that this farm has made me realize is that I very much don't take advantage of having hardwood on our farm. Like in the beach farm, I had to learn other ways to, you know, to get hardwood in a way that I never had to learn on this farm. You know, in this farm, I could just bask in the fact that if I needed hardwood, it was right there. It was ready. You know, it was totally ready for us. But man, I continue to understand the struggles of the beach farm. I mean, just not in terms of just the layout, in terms of what you can grow, where you can grow, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into that little farm. He doesn't get her passions and she doesn't get his, but they're always dancing together. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Yeah, it just feels like they're not compatible. You know, and compatibility it's a very important thing, chat. It's a very important thing. A lot of good items wash up on the beach farm. I don't know if I've gotten any really good items on the beach farm. I think I got a few, but look at everybody looking good. Looking good. Everybody's getting the holiday shopping done. I love it. Favorite time of year. We got some we got some seasonal decor. I pretty much have all this stuff too. I need to get better at decorating for the season. You know, I haven't really gotten too much into decorating in this game. I guess I'll save that for like later. I remember when we were still trying to complete the community center, this whole thing was a godsend. Like being able to acquire, you know, being able to come here to the market 3 days in a row and get 3 days worth of different items. So huge. Unfortunately, she doesn't have anything today. A famous painter selling his painting for 1,200 gold. Interesting. We were so poor last year. I know we barely could afford these crops. You know, we got a couple of hats. We got melon seeds. Melon seeds are always good. Melon seeds are always good. Rare crow, upright pianos. Yeah, we kind of have all this stuff that we want from here. But I think I still will buy melons because I can't help myself. I can't help myself. We bought 100 melons. Money well spent. You can plant those on the island? Oh, yeah, we might actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see if we get anything good. Given how much we've struggled for seaweed recently, I will take that as a win all day long. There we go. We got a spook fish. 343. Not bad. Not bad. I would say of like all the fish, getting on the only one I've gotten in the 300s would be like, I don't know. The only one I've gotten in 300s would be like a super cucumber, of all like the regular fish. There we go. A midnight squid. See, it's crazy that the midnight squid isn't worth, or like, it's crazy all the fish aren't worth this much, I mean, it totally feels like they should be. Wow, we got that chest right in the nick of time. There we go, a super cucumber. I love that the island is just a giant greenhouse. Yeah, I did not realize that. That is pretty cool. So you could pretty much just set it up as like a secondary farm in a way, right? Because you'd have all your stuff, and I'm sure there's got to be a totem or something that allows us faster travel to the islands. I haven't found such a thing yet, but I'm sure something like that exists. Wow, that was a good one. Yes, more seaweed. What's the other one though? The blobfish? We need that one to pop up on us. I don't know if we're gonna get that one. The fish with the face, yeah. Yeah. I remember we did this last year. I don't know why I couldn't get that one. Man, why can we not get the face one? We've only been at this for hours. Yeah, way too many spookfish. Yeah, for some reason we can't seem to get the... We gotta, I mean, there's like 3 types of fish down here, I thought. Holy moly. About time. That was wild. I was starting to think that thing was never going to show up. All right, we got one. Look at that, 781. Like, that's not bad. That's not bad. I've seen a lot of midnight squid. I've seen a lot of blobfish or spookfish. I feel like that there's only, Chad, is there like a super rare one? I think I caught an octopus here once, maybe. I don't remember. It might not have been here, but I don't know if there's like, is there like a super rare fish in this ocean? There we go. That's two. That's two. I think that's it. Okay. I keep forgetting we have to like go to the top. Okay, chat, it's stretching time. I'm trying to do this thing. Because like, especially sometimes when we stream, I'll sit in like this like hunched position for so long. And you know, it's just not good for the body, chat. So I'm trying to stand more and I'm trying to stretch more. And so there we go. All right, so in the next day, we're going to go to the islands, but we will throw this blobfish in here. I mean, I guess we could just throw 2 blobfish in, chat. What do you think? Should each pond have separate ones? Or should we throw this other blobfish and have blobfish on both sides? I don't think I'm going to use these spookfish at all. I mean, 275, maybe, but I don't know. We got sturgeon here. We're eventually, actually, no. I think we should, tomorrow we should swap these. The sturgeon should go over here. So that way this spot can be open for another legendary fish. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Look at all that. Look at all that money from the dried fruits. It's beautiful. Okay. Day 17. Mayor Lewis just throwing us money. It's hush money to keep us quiet. Image, how are we doing today? Welcome. All right, let's put all these fish away. All right, blobfish already coming through with the good stuff. We're going to bring these melons with us. And I think we're going to bring these pineapples too. Yeah, I should have put these other fish away. I didn't think about it. All right, we'll save those for now. Okay. Oh, even more pineapples. Oh, that's huge. I do love getting pineapples. Kind of holding on to the... Oh, you know what? If we're gonna go to the islands over there, we probably need sprinklers, right? There we go. I'm gonna bring all these. We'll bring the chest. We'll bring all this good stuff. Now we do have an iridium sprinkler. Maybe we should bring that as well. I don't know, chat, how many spaces across does an iridium sprinkler provide? All right, to the beach. I wonder if we have... Do we have like a teleporting token? We don't. Unfortunate. All right. We'll just take our little horse and we will be on our way. Let me grab these pineapple seeds. It's going to help us big time. I guess I should also bring fertilizer too. We'll bring that as well. All right, chat, we're off. Let us see if we'll actually be... We should be able to get to the beach. Or the... It's either 16 or 24. So it says 24. I guess my question is how... Like, what does that equate to? 24 spaces? What's that like across? Is it 4 across? And... Or 5 across? Oh, we could go in there. I just want to see what else he had. Nothing. Build a resort? Okay, we'll come back to that later. I don't know what that means. All right, chat, here we are. That's where we were working on before. As you can see, it needed a few things. It needed some touch-ups. And so we're going to put this here. We got the sprinkler. We got these seeds. We got some fertilizer. All that good stuff. We even got a bed. This room, this actually, we'll have to bring some stuff over here. Oh, so we can get mail here too. Okay. Only the greatest walnut hunters may enter here. 32 of 100. We're getting there. We're getting there. I honestly didn't realize that these guys could be out here. Okay. Yeah, I guess the question I'm trying to figure out is if I put a quality sprinkler or a iridium sprinkler in the middle and try to just build around that, is that better, or should I just go with the route we were going before where, you know, we were just kind of building the circles of 8. One iridium sprinkler does 24 crops in a 5x5 grid. So 5 across, 5 up. Okay. Interesting. An additional ring around. For me, it's better to do sprinkler. Okay. We have a ton. We brought a ton of those sprinklers, so I was thinking of doing that as well. All right, I just want to clear up this space a little bit. So now we can really get to building. So I was thinking just doing like 3 down. And then now you might be judging me. You might be asking yourself the question, why on earth do you not have an upgraded hoe? And I think now it's just such a meme that I don't know if I'm ever going to upgrade it, because it's a part of the bit now that we have upgraded everything else except this thing. I don't know. Now, I'm assuming we can put paths out here as well, similarly to back on our farm, because I need to bring some paths here. This is going to look so nice. The hoe is one of the last things I upgrade. I mean, it's just kind of, you know. An additional ring. I has no love for hoes. Listen, I do in fact have much love. I'm just saying, you know, in this particular scenario, you know, I don't know. Sorry for the noise, chat. For some reason, everybody has a motorcycle today, and they all decided that it was going to be a great idea to drive by my window. But it's actually cool weather. It's actually cool weather today, and so I really wanted to have the window open a little bit, and I've never regretted it more. But yeah, the biker boys, everybody's a biker today. Anyway, I never learned how to use this tarot tuber. Oh, okay. Cool. All right, so we had some pineapples growing right there. So I guess we'll throw those here. Nice. And well, chat, does it rain here a lot? Do we have to use sprinklers? I'm going to put them down anyway. I can't remember if I already... It just feels like it rains here a lot. And honestly, I don't know if we're going to keep it looking like this, but this just feels like a wide open area for crops. So I'm just thinking, you know, we might as well use them. Okay. I'm glad we brought all of them. I wasn't going to bring them all. Sprinklers are important? Okay. I'm glad we brought them then. We could just plant all of these melons that we just bought. We'll probably dehydrate almost all of them. I personally really like making all these little crop circles. I just think they look really cool. Like having all these crops planted. This is like so massive too. This is going to be great on when you guys see what we did on the beach farm for this, because you know, obviously we don't really have a lot of space on the beach farm for crops. And so like this whole area was kind of a godsend. Truly, truly. But you'll see that over on YouTube eventually, whenever I can finally finish editing it. Okay. What do we need to make a quality sprinkler? Oh, a bunch of stuff we don't have. All right, I know this is overdoing it, chat, but I don't have a quality sprinkler, but I do have this iridium one. So I'm just going to leave that there for now. And call it a day. Do you like editing? You know, I like editing sometimes. Most of the time it's overwhelming and it takes a long time to do. It never seems to be, it just takes a long time. It's a big time investment. We need to get some lanterns and things too. But I'll put this stuff away for now, you know, so we don't have all this like extra stuff that we're holding on to. I've seen that one before. A strange sound was heard in the night, and I have no idea. I have no idea what that means. Okay. It's cool, but also a little. Where the heck are those birds going? Oh, what is this stuff? Oh, mussels? Well, that's cool. I don't know what we need this many mussels for, but usually something appears on your home farm. I'll have to go take a look. I was just going to destroy his holes so he can't run away. That's fun. That's fun. It's his. I honestly forgot about Birdie. I haven't been back to her in so long. It still has this smell after all these years. That familiar putrid funk. You know, it's been a lonely life here, child, but I don't regret it at all. I'm doing right by my old man, and we'll be together again someday soon. You have great wisdom, child, and you've brought me great peace. This locket will comfort me for the rest of my days. Now, how can I repay you for this? Oh, how about I teach you a special recipe, something I discovered in my many years I've spent here. Learn to craft fairy dust. You can take these too. Oh, though you're a stranger, you went out of your way to help an old lady. Bless your heart. Wow. Well, that's cool. It's very nice of her. A diamond and fairy rose. Sprinkle on kegs, furnaces, and other refining equipment to instantly receive their product. Oh, but it probably only works one at a time, right? Each one is one-time use. Oh, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. It's pretty cool, though. You know, I would say for the most part. Let me, So we got coral. We've got sea urchins, mussels. Okay, so this one says if we... So we could spend 5 walnuts here. We have 7. Fimsky, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Use a hoe for the ginger. Oh, is that what you have to do? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Because I wasn't sure, like, because we could hold on to it. There's something about a resort too. We could save up and then go that route, or okay, this is for the ginger. Or we could use use 5 now just to get another thing completed. We could have a mailbox, which could be really good. Raven, how's it going? There haven't been any stream sounds since Funk sub. Yeah, sometimes it's a little odd. It should be working now though. Oh, you can get coconuts from these trees. I don't want to chop them all down though. So I'll leave a few, but I guess I could chop down the ones that have coconuts. Fimsky, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. How was the stream, by the way? All right, so because the coconuts I think were good money. I'm pretty sure they were. We put them in the dehydrators. So does every tree have, regardless of if it's showing? Oh wow, it looks like they all have coconuts. Could I replant them? It doesn't seem like that you can. All right, I guess we'll go to the forge and then try to, you know, it was good. Awesome, awesome. We should have brought rings. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Because we wanted to get the iridium ring. We could go back and then, I don't know. That feels like a waste though. I should have brought my totem. Yeah, we wouldn't have, I mean, we would have enough stuff, but we don't have any honey. Actually, we don't have fiber either. Unfortunate. What is this one? Oh, this one was 10. Parrot Express. Okay, there's a lot of really interesting stuff there. I do have to raid and run. Hey, no worries. No worries. I appreciate you sharing the love over here as well, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your evening. All right, so we have mixed seeds, and can I just replant these? I know we should have brought stuff for the forge. I really didn't think about that. And speaking of, there's a lot of hidden. Oh yeah, we got to get over there. Yeah. Okay, let's get that one. I want to see what's over there. Seems like there might be a lot of good stuff there. So if we can get 3 more. Ginger Island is full of little surprises. I forgot those ones blow up. Because why wouldn't they? There we go. We got coffee drinks. Oh, wow. That one was really good. Yeah, I actually really like the coffee ring. Combine that with something else and that could actually be really good. Maybe with the iridium ring. So then you get all those bonuses from the iridium ring plus a chance to get coffee drinks whenever slaying monsters. We turn those coffee drinks into an endless supply of triple espresso. I do like each mine. I do like that each mine has its own special variety of enemies. That is really cool. Except I will say, I think I would take the salamanders or the dragons or whatever over these little flaming things any day. These flaming things are the actual worst, and they take forever to die. Like, defeating them takes so long. Pretty much any enemy that you hit and it recoils back like 50 yards are my least favorite. You know, I just realized, wow, we're actually getting a lot of coffee drinks. I don't know why he named them serpents. Yeah, I don't know either. They're definitely flying dragons. Oh, a map location, perhaps. Wow. Not the spin move. Oh, unfortunate. I wasn't paying attention. Jeez, 14,000. That hurts. That hurts. I can't imagine how much you'd lose if you had like 1 million. Going into the mines, and then they come out and say, yeah, you lost 150,000 gold. I would restart that day so fast. So fast. Oh no, chat, my batteries. Think you lose a fixed percentage until a certain amount. Can't remember how much actually. Okay, that's good to know. It would have been such a bummer if you lost like a ridiculous amount. I can't imagine that this is out of batteries already. It might be. It might be out of batteries, which is actually kind of insane. All right, we're going to go back in because I want to see if we can get 3 more walnuts or coconuts or whatever. Now, do we get anything for subsequent completions of these mines? Like if we get through them again, is there like a prize? Wow, we're getting so much coffee, which is great. I'm loving this ring. Ooh, that was a fight. How much are these magma caps worth? I think, oh my gosh, yeah, these are so good. 200, 315 for energy. Holy moly, I wish you could grow those. Nice. There we go. Finally. Holy moly. I was like, are these things going to drop? I was not getting a single one. Man, these mines have a ton of stuff in them too. Really good for... I feel like we're finding just about everything we were finding in Skull Caverns here. I don't see like a ton of gold ore, but I think we've still gotten some. Yeah, we got some. So pretty much every kind of ore, which is really nice. I guess now I see where the slingshot would have come in handy. Going to bed would have been good too. And it just brings us here. I wish it brought us back home. Actually, no, that would be terrible. Looks like the stuff is growing. I love these beautiful snowy days. Oh, ripperonis, we are out of storage. Since we left, a lot of stuff has been going on. I like the island too, because it gives you another thing to chase, like another thing to like build. Because I feel like at some point you start to run out of things to do, you know, on this little farm. And so it is cool to have like a whole other area that you can kind of build up and turn into a whole thing if you want it to be. All right. So let's go over to, I guess we'll do, got pineapple seeds. I guess we can hold on to the pineapples, but yeah. Now the ginger we've been finding, I wonder if we can do something with that. Look at all that stuff. Holy moly. The wine's finally ready. Oh wow, everything's ready. Huge payday. Can we pickle ginger? Or... Wow, that's so unfortunate that we can't dehydrate ginger. Like, I've definitely dehydrated ginger before. We're definitely close to Mastery 3. Okay, the blue discus row. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have given us that much. Not nearly as much as some of these other ones. The aged chub row. I don't remember getting that. Probably good if you're just starting out and you're like wanting to, you know, make some money somehow. I feel like that, you know, that could be good, but not when you know that there's better options. Oh, that glacier fish wine. Also really good. Raven, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, I didn't put any in these ones. I probably should, right? I guess we'll take this one. We got all these pumpkins, so we might as well make pumpkin wine. Or pumpkin juice, I guess. It's that time of year. I made myself a list of items. A list of which items to put in kegs and which to put in preserves. Oh, that's helpful. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Oh my gosh, chat, I forgot it again. I forgot the one thing we were trying to do. All right, had to put the bombs away. Didn't want any accidental mistakes. Is it just me or does anyone else love harvesting day? I love when like a bunch of stuff is ready and then you just kind of you just go crazy collecting all of it. Like usually when there's one thing ready, I'll usually just wait on it, let it sit for a little bit, and then when more stuff is ready. I didn't put the coffee beans up. You can put ginger into preserve jars, but you can also use it as a recipe to unlock later. All right, let's go take all this stuff to the... So we'll let all those things cook up a little bit. I probably should make some more keg jars, actually. I mean, we could really... I feel like we're at a point now where we could improve our profits dramatically if we just had a bunch of stuff cooking in the jars. So let's see how many we can make. Keg jars, we can make 7. Oh my gosh, those iron bars. Chat, the iron bars ruin our day. Every time. It's like we're always out of iron bars. Every time. All right, so that's done. Kegs are iron bars. Let's see, we've got... Yeah, we definitely could make more mayo machines. Can never have too many of those. Cheese presses as well. Preserve jars. Oh, that's what we needed. Preserve jars. We could make 8 more preserve jars. That could be good. I guess we'll start with 2. And then for the kegs, yeah, we'll just make as many as we can. Iron's used for so many things. It is. I don't like that it's used for the bombs. I think that is, yeah, that ends up getting in the way a lot. Okay. All right, so we got a full second row pretty much. I've been feeling like this was looking incomplete for a while. So I think this is really going to help out with making it look a little bit better. Now, in terms of, I guess I could make a whole nother 3rd row. I just wonder what that would look like. Yeah, look at all those things going. Holy moly, that's going to be great. That's going to be great. And then I guess so we'll do like 3 rows. I don't know. I don't know how to make it look even. I mean, I could add this last row be preserve jars. But I'm not sure how that would look. Well, I know that we won't be attending Feast of the Winter Star this year. Because they gave us Demetrius. Which is just like, what? Like, why would you do that? Who set this up? Was it Lewis? I bet you it was Lewis. It definitely seemed, this seems very Lewis coded. You know? We're also out of hay again. I think our animals might really be tearing through the hay. Like we might have to cut back a little bit. I guess I probably should make more. All right, we're actually running out of milk, which is a good problem to have. Well, actually, it's not true. It's not a good problem to have. Not a good problem at all. Let's go see if our dear friend Marnie has got the goods. Wow, did we really just miss it? Okay. The beautiful thing about being able to access Marnie's shop when she's not around is being able to buy a copious amount of hay. And just buying all that hay is probably going to get us through like a week, you know, something like that. Imagine if we bought that hay and then gifted it to Marnie. That would be insane. I also wish we could romance the cart lady. I feel like there could be something there, you know, and I think it's a crying shame that we can't. The animal catalog is worth every dollar. It is truly a work of art, that thing. I will say that. It has gotten us out of many a jam. Yeah, I'm really bad at taking care of this second coop. I will say that. Adding a second coop and a second barn, I think dramatically has caused us to have to either fully invest in crafting a new one, you know what I mean? Or like we'd have to craft like the upgraded versions so that the whole system becomes automated. Whereas like right now we really have to, we can't leave, or if we do leave to go to the island, we have to come back because we got to feed our animals, at least at the state that the coop and barn is at now. I would love to get to a point where it feels like, I mean, I basically just have to just bite the bullet and like pay to get those upgraded, you know? Holy moly. I'll tell you, that wine is never coming out. It's never coming out. And when it does come out, we're putting cheese in there. We're just going to fully invest in cheese because this is bananas. Look at this melon wine. I think I'm just going to sell the melon and strawberry wine for what it is now. The other wine just takes way too long. Way too long. And it's like, I feel like once the profit comes out, it's like we could have made that 4 times over if we had just done cheese, you know? That's just my thought. My TED talk. Okay. Looking good. We got the blobfish. Oh, we got to move this. We got to swap these two. We'll put the sturgeon. So we'll have sturgeons and blobfish. And then when we finally catch the legend, we'll put it right here along with its with the other ones. I think there's like a fifth. There's a fifth fish as well, but I think that's like summer. And it might be summer. It might be fall. So it'll be a while before we get back to that point. Look at that. 63,000 already. There we go. 86,000 payday. That might be our highest payday yet. I don't think we've hit 100 gold payday, but we've definitely come close. We've definitely come close. Okay, chat. It's a very productive time. And I think that's where we're gonna call it for today. I'm feeling a little down. So I'm gonna rest up a little bit, try to get some rest, and we'll come back tomorrow or either tomorrow or Sunday. Definitely Sunday, and we'll try to pick up back where we left off here and continue on with our Stardew grind. But I appreciate those that are here and those that have hung out with us, and we'll see you all in we'll see you all in the next one.